Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. I believe most of the players already have her X-Men red uniform, which is the uniform that I'm using on Jean Grey right now. And I believe that some of the players might be wondering, if I already have her X-Men red uniform, is it necessary for me to grab her latest uniform, which is the Jean Grey's Marvel Girl uniform, since all the uniform is on sale for 40% discount right now. So today I'm going to do the comparison between her X-Men red uniform and her Marvel Girl uniform to identify if it is worth to get, and boom, here we go, easy win. So today we are going to do the comparison to identify if it is worth to get her Marvel Girl uniform if you already have her X-Men red uniform at the moment. And to see is there any big difference in terms of damage and survivability between these two uniforms. So I will test her out in PvE game mode, PvP game mode, which is Timeline Battle, and PvE game mode as well, which is World Boss Ultimate. So for the testing in Timeline Battle, I will just use Jean Grey X-Men red uniform to fight against the top 5 teams in Vibranium League that has Jean Grey Marvel Girl uniform on autoplay. So I guess that might be the best way to actually test the difference between these two uniforms. But of course, in World Ultimate, I would use both of her uniforms to fight against Ebony Maw to see which one is better. Oh my god, have you guys seen it? My tier 3 Jean Grey with her X-Men red uniform defeated the top 5 teams that has Jean Grey with her Marvel Girl uniform on autoplay. And the other thing is I actually don't have a CTP of regeneration on her, which is the best CTP for PvP. Instead, I only have a CTP of destruction on Jean Grey, which is considered as a hybrid CTP for both PvP and PvE game mode. So I feel like it's really not necessary for you to actually spend crystal to grab her Marvel Girl uniform if you already have her X-Men red uniform. Because first of all, her uniform is is the most expensive uniform, same as Thanos. Even at 40% discount, you need to spend like 1,500 crystal in order to get her uniform. And on the other side, as you can see in timeline battle, Jean Grey with her X-Men red uniform is able to destroy Jean Grey with her latest uniform. And it seems that this uniform is also performing quite well against Ebony Maw, as you can see, especially with her tier 3 skill. He's doing quite well against Ebony Maw, even without strikers, so it's not necessary. But I'm going to try her Marvel Girl uniform to fight Ebony with the same team up and no striker, and at the same stage 50 after this match, to see the difference between these two uniforms in terms of their time frame of clearing, of how fast they are going to clear this stage. Okay guys, Jean Grey X-Men red uniform actually did it with 2 minutes and 6 seconds, while Jean Grey with her Marvel Girl uniform did it with 1 minute and 47 seconds, in which the difference is around 19 to 20 seconds, so there's not a huge difference, not much improvement on her latest uniform. So as I said, it's not really necessary for you to actually spend crystal to grab her Marvel Girl uniform if you already have her X-Men red uniform, because that uniform is already good enough for both game mode. She's doing very good even with a CTP of destruction in both PvE and PvP game mode. The other thing is her uniform is very expensive. Even after 40% discount, you still have to pay like 1,500 crystals to buy her uniform. So if you already have her X-Men red uniform, you don't have to pick up her latest uniform. Just spend your crystal on other characters that need a uniform. And of course, if you don't have any uniform for Jean Grey yet, then you should consider to grab her latest uniform, and that's for sure. Always go with the latest uniform if you don't have any uniform on for the character yet. Okay guys, please do let me know how is the comparison between both uniforms. Feel free to share in the comment box below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.